Alright, so this is yet another update on my Panzerfaust. Right now I'm working on the head of it. So I've got to turn this piece of wood down to a 10 centimeter diameter to start off with. And as you see, I still got a little bit to go. And then, I don't know if you see this from, this is the general shape of it. The piece of wood's way too small for me to make the front end of it, so I'm going to have to do that in a different step. But that'll end up going, and I'll be able to hopefully cut it that way. So I'll continue shaping it a bit. I'm not going to have you sit through the whole thing. I'll just do a couple minutes of that. Don't know if you'll be able to hear anything other than the noise from this. That's good. And I'm still general shaping it, so still just using one of these. That was nice. Alright, so as you see, I've pretty much gotten it where I want it to be. Now I gotta do the rest of the thing the same way, and I'll get back to you when that's done. Alright, now I've turned it so that I know these two sides are both where they're supposed to be. I'm going to bring it all down now because this one has to go down to about 42 millimeters. This one's got to stay put, and the rest of the shaping I'll do while I'm working on that. Probably don't see very well, but here I'm turning it down to the 42 as compared to the rest of it. Still a lot of work left, but it's getting there. Alright, so this is at the size it's supposed to be. I'll be cleaning that up after. I gotta bring this down to 62, and then from there, once that's done and cleaned here, I have to do a straight taper back up to here, and then it'll basically be done. Get back to you later. I'm just gonna do a bit of the final shaping here, and then I'm gonna sand it. Alright, so that's a finished head basically. Now I just have to cut it and connect it to the back. As you see, it is missing the front piece. I didn't have enough wood for that, so I'll have to make it as a separate piece, probably glue it on. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed that. Alright, so I've connected the back and the front together now. And next is to put the fins on it. It's already looking bigger than I thought it would be. And yeah, and then I'm going to probably make a foam piece for the front so I can protect it when I fire it. Then I'll replace it with a piece of wood that's shaped the same way. So it's almost done. Alright, the next step was to get the holes drilled. There's 4 fins, so there's 4 set of holes. The easiest way I found to do that is to take a piece of paper, wrap it around the diameter, well, wrap it around the circumference actually, mark it where it overlaps. Then when you take it off, you have a flat piece of paper, divide it into 4 equal parts, and draw lines down it. Then you mark where your holes are supposed to be on each of those lines. Put the paper back on, tape it, and then drill right through, making sure everything's even. Anyways, all I need to do is get my fins on now and a piece of steel in the back, just for a bit more protection on the back of it, and it could be ready to fire. I still got to figure out what I'm going to do with the front here. It's going to be some sort of foam or plastic or something, just as a head on it. And then when I feel like putting it up on the wall afterwards, I'll make something out of wood for it to actually simulate the right shape for it. Anyways, on to the next step. Alright. For the plastic tail fins that I decide to make for the test, I'll switch them to steel afterwards. I just use cards, gift cards that were finished, and mine a set of nails, but that's what it looks like when they're done. So I'll find something to hold them in place with, and then even that'll be done. Alright, so now I'm still missing the front end of it, but I made the fins just out of plastic, along with just pinning them in with some rivets. Since I'm testing firing this one here, I don't want to do anything fancy until I know whether it'll work or not. I'll also put a metal plate on the back. So we're almost ready to fire it.